Hi, this is Commander Rusty Dog, and today is going to be something a little bit different. Now, as you've probably seen in some of my previous videos, I have used voice attack, particularly the Verity voice pack from hcsvoicepacks.com, and they do various voice packs for Elite Dangerous, which you really should check them out if you're interested in this, because it's so good. They've got, you've probably heard about them anyway. They've got celebrities doing them, and even William Shatner's doing the next one. So basically, I have Verity turned off right now, but I can wake her up, I think. Verity, wake up.
Initiating voice control on.
Now I can do certain controls and certain stuff with the ship, like for example the pips on my systems here, which I'll just do manually. I can change them around. Okay, as you can see. And I have different modes that I use when in combat. So if I want to go into something I call assault mode, this is what I made up. I just say assault mode.
Engaged.
Now what it's done is it's put all pips to weapons, but I still have a pip in engines, so I don't totally run out of boost if I need one, and I've got a pip to shields so that I've got some protection there as well. But if I'm more concerned about, or less concerned about my shields, and more concerned about maneuverability and weapons in combat, then I'll just, instead of assault mode, I'll just say attack mode.
Engaged.
Okay, I got that the wrong way around. It's systems there. It's shields, and but now I've got no maneuverability, or as little maneuverability as the Vulture can have, basically. And one boost and I'm done. So I have another option which says weapon priority. Now I've got maneuverability with my weapons but not shields, but I can have shield priority, okay, which is good for running away. Got maximum shields there. I've got some boost and no weapons, because you just, you're turning your tail and running if you need to get out of there, and protecting anything of what's left of your shields. But if it's speed you need and your shields are down, you could go engine priority. Okay, so now you've got 2 pips to shields, which is good for recharging them, and you've got full power to your engines. I have other things I can do. I'm not going to obviously launch the ship or anything, but I can say such things as left panel, right panel. Now if I want to cancel that, I could, you see, I could just say look straight ahead or something like that, but it doesn't know which panel I'm on, and they're different keys. The left panel and the right panel use different keys, so it's you can't just say look straight ahead, because it doesn't know whether to press the right panel key again or the left panel key again. So it's easier just for me to say right panel, and it will correct itself. Now I don't know whether I set this one up, but I'm going to try. Starport services. No, I didn't. But I could set that one up. We can do that. It's just a simple case of pressing a spacebar. And there are other voice commands. So let's take a look at voice attack and see if we can go through some of its stuff and how I set up some of my commands, some of my extra commands that I added on to Verity myself. So let's just pop in there and just flip around. That's Verity trying to work out what I'm saying. Verity, go to sleep.
Verity offline.
So that takes her offline and just gets rid of all this guff here that it's tried to understand from me. Now what's happening here is, you'll see when it recognizes a command, it lights up in green, and the confidence of what it thinks you've said is there shown in a percent. And it thinks it's got 95% confidence that I just said Verity go to sleep, and that is exactly what I said. This one, right panel, left panel, right panel, so it knows. And all this stuff it doesn't recognize, it just ignores. Now I start this with the shortcuts off. I have that voice attack with that on, because anything that requires a key press, if you do it on your keyboard while you're typing, it's going to start issuing those commands as you press the keys. The problem that I've noticed with voice attack is that if you start with with shortcuts off, the keys still kind of work for some reason. Like when I'm typing, I might say type, let's say I've got the letter L assigned to the ship lights, and when I say ship lights, Verity will say ship lights on, or whatever, or just ship lights. So every time I type the letter L when I'm writing a message, it'll say ship lights, and it'll put the lights on or off. So you have to really run this program and then enable and then disable again to make it work. I don't know why, but there you go. Okay, so as you can see, I have a few profiles set up. Elite Verity is the one I use. Midnight is one I haven't set up yet. It's the one that Tom Baker uses. No, it's the one that Tom Baker dictated or narrated, shall we say. And then I've got my own Elite Dangerous. So let's take a look at Verity. We'll just pop into here, into Edit Profile. Now you'll find that you need to sort by category. When you install a new voice pack from HCW, I believe it is, you need to find that key bindings section, because your keys, unless you're using all the default keys, then it's not going to work. So you need to change the keys that are used here. So I go to key bindings, and also I'm not sure whether I have to use these as well. Stop engine, let's have a look. No, you see it executes the command 0. It executes the command 0%. So that's these down here in the key bindings, that one. And there's your key. So you have to come in. You have to go to the key bindings section, just sort it by category, and go through each and every one until all the keys match the ones that you've assigned on your keyboard or buttons on your joystick or whatever. So for example, lights, normally I think it's L on the keyboard by default, but I have it set to left control L, and so I have to come in here and click on that, click on edit, and then just press left control L. It would keep all the other settings, and then I would just click OK. Maybe that's better demonstrated on the Tom Baker Midnight one, because I don't think I have that set up yet. So let's go into category and see if I do have it set up. Now I've noticed the W's at the top, so I'm going to hit that again. There we go. And come down to key bindings. Now let's see if my key bindings are set up here. No, I don't think so. It doesn't look like it to me at all. So what can I set up here while I'm in the dock? Galaxy map. Okay. So right now, if I say galaxy map, it's going to press what? The hell is that? Oh, of course, right. It's showing both symbols from the same key. Right, this is must be the default Galaxy Map key. That's not the one I use. The Galaxy Map for me is M, and the system map is Control M. So if I was to go in now and say system map, it would actually press the slash key, which would do something else for me. I think. I'm not sure quite what. I'm not sure even if I've got that key set up. So let's make it work for me. So I'm just going to press the letter M. There it is. Click OK. And now it says press M key and hold for 0.03 seconds. And we click that, and to make it function you need to click done. I have to have a look at these as well. Okay, click done. Okay, and now let's pop back into Elite. Galaxy Map. Brilliant. Oh, it's switched off, isn't it? Yeah. What about midnight? Wake up. Wake up? No, I don't know what the command is, so I'm going to switch it on. Hello.
That sound, although dreadful, is somewhat familiar. I can't quite put my finger on it right now. Oh, it's you. What do you want?
Galaxy Map.
Galaxy Map?
Almost Dalek sounding. And I guess to cancel it. Now, there is two ways to cancel it. You can press the M again, or by saying the words Galaxy Map again. Or you can actually have Voice Attack move the mouse for you and bring it down to here and click. I'll try and show you how to do that. So I could just say Galaxy Map.
Galaxy Map?
Now that doesn't make sense that he said it again. So I maybe want to set up another command that says exit Galaxy Map.
Galaxy Map?
Thank you, Tom. Appreciate that. So let's set up a new command. Let's just turn him off here. Let's set up a new command that says exit Galaxy Map. And we want it to use the mouse instead. Now, I have to admit, I'm going to wing this because it's been a while since I've done it like this before. So I'm going to wing it. So I'm going to put in a new command, and it's when I say exit Galaxy Map, which is different from saying Galaxy Map. It's a whole different thing. Now it's mouse. Use this to issue a mouse move commands. This is really cool. Alright, so we're going to say set position. Now it says move the mouse to the desired location and press left alt and F3. So back in the game. Okay. Yeah, it'd be nice if we had this above us. But it doesn't matter. So we want to move the mouse to there. Now I'm not going to click anything. I'm just going to press left alt and F3. And there's your position captured. Now I'm going to click OK. And I'm going to click OK. And there it is. Move mouse to that cursor. Move the mouse cursor to that screen coordinate. Now I want to set up another command where I say click the left button. Now how the timing's going to work on that I don't know, so we have to test it. So we're going to click that and we have to say done. I'm going to enable the speech. Okay, so my mouse can be pretty much anywhere. I can just have it up here, I can be just typing in a name. Let's see, LHS 263. Now, exit Galaxy Map. Exit Galaxy Map. Boom. I mean, it just moved the mouse speed of light there. I don't know whether you can slow that down, but that was really quick. And I didn't get the Galaxy Map.
Galaxy
soundbite.
Map?
Yeah, that. I didn't get that. But if I want him to acknowledge and say OK, or something like that, I can go back into my command, exit galaxy map, and if this voice profile is the same as Verity, then it already has some inbuilt commands. So let's have a look. We're going to do other, and we want sounds, and we want it to play a sound. And now we're going to browse. Now I'm already in the Verity voice pack here. So I need to come back, and I've got voice pack Midnight. Okay, so I've got additional dialogue and acknowledgements. That's what I want, acknowledgements. So what do I want him to say? Acknowledge sounds good. So let's click on that. Click OK. And he's going to say acknowledged at the end. So let's try it again. Galaxy map.
Galaxy map.
Exit galaxy map.
Acknowledged.
Bingo. It's that easy. So, how do we set up the pips? Well, I do have the default keys on that, which is the cursor keys. Now, you think, well, okay, if I want to move to that, well, what if I'm in a different position? What if I'm there and then it's a different set of keys and different amount of times you've got to press to get to a certain point of pips? Well, the beauty of this is, of course, the reset. You always start from a reset. So if I'm here and I want to be here, that's just 2 pips to the left. But what if I'm here and want to be in the same position? And I want to go 1, 2. It's not 2 pips to the left anymore. So it's you always start from the reset point, which is here. So if I want to, which is the down key obviously, so if I want to say have weapons priority, you could even set it up more complicated where you can say weapon priority and then shields, and then it will do this. Or weapon priority engines, that would be that. Or engine priority weapons, engine priority shields. So you can tell it not only what your priority is, but what your second priority is. And if you remember those commands in combat, it just saves a hell of a lot of fiddling. So let's set up weapon priority engines. Okay, let's set that up. And we know that from the reset point, which is down, that it is simply a matter of going right, right, and that hasn't done it, you see. So I got that wrong. It has to be you have to do the secondary one first. So it's down, and then it's up, up, right, right, right. There you go. So I do that again, down. So to get to where I want, it's up, up, right, right, right. Okay? Let's try that. So, I'm going to set up a new command. And it's weapon. Now, be careful whether you're going to use weapon or weapons. It might not matter too much, but I'm going to miss out, and there's no plurals here. Weapon priority engines. I said no plurals. There you go. I just went back on that one. Weapon priority engines. Engines has to have the plural, let's face it. So we know that the first key, now we can do these key presses rather quickly. We can do them in 300ths of a second, I do believe. So we know that the first key press is the down, so we're going to press that. Now we've got another key press, which is up. And for ease of use, we can just right click and duplicate that. Now we need 3 key presses to the right, so we're going to hit the right button, click OK, and duplicate that 2 more times. And while we're there, let's just add a sound. We can play a sound. There's some really good stuff what you can do. There's so much stuff you can do with this program. It's crazy. So affirmative is good. So he's going to do all of that and then say affirmative when I say weapon priority engines. Let's see. So I'm going to put this somewhere like that. Weapon priority engines. Oops, did I not take it out of sleep mode? No. Weapon priority engines.
Affirmative.
There you go. Nice, isn't it? Tell me about black holes. No. You see, I don't know what all the commands are. What are black holes? What is a nebula? I'm not quite sure what Midnight. I haven't used Midnight really. I don't know whether I got it with the galactic commands or whatever. Nebula. What is a nebula? What are nebulae? Hello.
Greetings, old friend.
Oh, greetings, old friend. Okay, so what else can we do? Well, we can go to Starport Services. That's easy to do. Now, hold on. What if I want to say, I want to say Starport Services. But what if I also just want to say Services? I can just put a semicolon and put that in. Ooh, if I hadn't spelled it right. So now I need to be able to spell... Sorry, my brain is just not working today. So now I can say Starport Services or Services, and it's just a simple press of the space bar. And we'll try that. Services. Now to exit, you can again use the mouse because to exit, escape, as you can see, doesn't work. So what do you press? You can't. What's the button to get out of here? You'd have to start using the... No. Why can't I manipulate up and down this menu? Oh, okay. It's this. Yeah, you see, I'll have to start doing this. Now, you can press up and space. Services. But you see, when you get there, it doesn't work that way because it puts you here. So we can either know that it's left, up, space, or we can just use a mouse command, which I prefer the mouse because it's guaranteed to be more accurate. Although I say that, if you're using track IR and you're moving your head backwards and forwards, this menu might change. I don't know how that affects things, if I'm honest. But let's have a look at the keys first. Let's just come out of this. So we know that we're at reload all unavailable, but it's not highlighted. So if we press left, it takes us onto the left hand side of the three columns, and then rather than go down, 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 we just go up. So it's left, and how quick can it do it? I would say fairly quick, but there is a delay, but we'll take a look and see if it works or not. So it's going to be left, up, space. Now I don't want to just say exit. I want to be able to say, be specific, so that when, I want it to apply to something and not just say exit, because it could be exiting anything really. So, so I'm going to put exit services, semicolon, sorry, leave services, and I'm even going to put another one in. Exit starport port services. Okay, so those three commands. So the first key press, as we know, is left. The next one is up, and the next one is space. Now, if it doesn't work, we may need to adjust the timings for these. And you don't do it with this, how long you hold the key down for. It's done by adding a pause in between these commands of a certain amount of time, maybe a tenth of a second or half a tenth, something like that. It depends. Again, it's trial and error. I haven't put any acknowledgements on there, as you notice, so he's not gonna say acknowledged or anything. So starport services. Did I turn him off? I didn't. Yeah, I did. Starport services. Exit services. Nothing happened. Why? Because I think it moved too quick. Leave services. I know why. I know why. I know why. I am sorry, I'm being a very bad teacher today. It's because it's not left, up, and space. It's the left and up keys that make the cursor move up and left, which for me, of course, is A and then W. The left and up keys are the cursor keys. So anyway, let's move this up, and the A goes up there to the top, I believe. Yep. So A key, which is my left, W, which is my up, and then space. Now let's try. Starport services. Oh, I need to, you know what? Do I have a wake command on this? Because I'm going to wake this up. I'm just going to add a new command. Wake up. And it's other. Voice attack action. And it's make voice attack start listening. There we go. Wake up. I got a little bleep there. Starport services. Starport services. Exit services. Okay, so the timings are okay. Right then. Now that we've got some of the basics out of the way, let's pop into Verity.
Yes, Commander.
Oh, God, shut up. Now, as you can see, I have some of my own. Why have I got two? Oh, yeah. You see, I've got these. It's because when I say boost turn, sometimes it doesn't. I say it fast. Boost turn. And this is what it sounds like. Boost turn. Now, I need to be out in space for this. What this basically does, and then the timings are different, as you'll see. It's 0.05 here. The boost turn. Oh, wow. Okay, so this is giving priority to engines, then it's boosting, and then it's taking flight assist off. So all I need to do is pull back on the joystick and then say this command, or vice versa. Now you can see I've already got boost turn as a separate command, so I don't need this one there. But anyway, so let's try this out. by saying my first command. Well, let's wake Verity up. Verity, wake up.
Initiating voice control on.
Engine priority, which is different from power to engines. If you have power to engines, you could use that command instead, or you could even have that to give yourself maximum throttle if you want it. So the next thing is launch ship. Now you have to have a gap between what I'm saying to you now, the narration, and the actual command, otherwise it won't, it won't work. If I say, if I just say engine priority now, nothing's going to happen. If I say shield priority, nothing's going to happen. So let's get out of here.
Ship released. Engines engaged. Landing gear retracted.
And we'll just, when I'm confident, I'll just say boost.
Afterburners.
The great thing about Verity is she's the voice of your ship anyway. So that's one of the reasons why I use Verity. Now we're outside the fire zone, not that it's going to make a difference. So for me to do a boost turn, if I'm shooting like this, if I want the maximum speed that I can possibly get to turn the ship round, I need to manually make sure that I'm in engine priority. Shut up. It actually took that one. Then of course I need to be on full power, which I need to be here really in the blue ring. So that's why it doesn't put me there. I could add that sub command. I think to get there you need to just say 75%.
Okay, 75.
See, that's too
readying
much.
Now.
50%.
50%.
It's different in Super Cruise. So 50% puts you in the blue zone. So you could add that. So to do the boost turn, once I hear her saying or acknowledging it, then I'm pulling back on the joystick. So I'm going to have priority to weapons, nothing in engines, and let's see what happens. Boost turn.
Acknowledged.
Flight assist off.
Now you'll notice that it didn't disengage. Flight assist off.
on.
Flight assist
Flight
off.
assist off.
Now that doesn't mean,
Flight assist on.
let's just get to grips here. That doesn't mean it can't do it. It just means that it's all to do with the timing. So I could time how long it takes for me to do a flight assist off.
Flight assist is
assist
now
on.
offline.
Verity, go to sleep.
Verity offline.
Right, now she's not listening to me. So I could time how long it
Flight
takes
assist off.
to do a flight assist boost turn. Okay, so I'm pulling back on the joystick. You'll see I've got this speed here like this. And then I hit the boost key. Let's just get something in visual range. And you can see I get a massive dose of speed there. Now how long will that take before I'm round to where I
Flight
want to be?
assist on.
Well, Verity doesn't know. So what I need to do is re-enable flight assist myself, but I have to know that that's coming. So let's just try this. Verity, wake up.
Initiating Verity online.
Okay, let's just line up the station. So this is me. I'll be in combat, and I'll know that I want to do a boost turn, so I'll come down into the blue zone myself and just say it. Boost turn.
Acknowledged.
Flight assist off. Flight assist on.
See, and I just reinitiate flight assist myself, and I have a boost turn done. And my fingers did not even have to leave the keys to go over to the engine management systems. these pips. Didn't even have to do that. Okay. Let's now obviously I have other commands like deploy weapons
Deploying
Power
armaments.
plant capacity exceeded.
and retract weapons. Retract weapons.
Retracting all weapons.
Now, here's the thing. My weapons are in. And of course, retract weapons.
Stowing weapons.
Power plant capacity
You see, and it's bringing
exceeded.
them out. It's the wrong way around. So, Voice Attack has got this covered. I haven't got it programmed in on mine, but it does have it covered. In that you can, when you say deploy weapons, you can set a flag or something like that so that it knows. So you can set this variable so that it knows that, you know, you can set the flag to 1. Now it knows your weapons are out. And then when you say retract, or if you say deploy weapons again, it can look at that flag, see that there's a 1 there, and you can actually have it say, well, you know, your weapons are already out. And so you have to give 2 specific separate commands. It's easier probably just to say the word weapons, and then you can have the weapons come out or go back in again. Now, what if you don't want to spend money on a voice pack? Well, you can do it on a budget. You can use the built-in speech on the Windows. I've got a couple of voices, TTS voices that I've bought. So let's have a quick look at those. I'm in solo play, so I think I'm going to be okay here. Yeah, I think I'm going to be okay. No one's going to do anything out here, right? I mean, they could. I'll have to listen out for it, though. Okay. Let's turn this off and maybe have a look at... Let's have a look at Elite Dangerous and see what's in there. Now, I think I created these samples. Let's have a listen to this one, see what it says. Is it awake? Deploy weapons.
Weapons
Power
deployed.
plant capacity
There you
exceeded.
go. So these are easy to do. But what I did with that was I made sound files of responses. But you don't even need to do that. So let's try a new command. We've already got deploy weapons, so how about guns ready? Okay, so the key for that is U, and now we want other, and say something with text to speech. Alright, so this is what it's going to do. Of course we've got all these other commands, but this is the one we chose. So I'm going to make it say guns at the ready. Let's do some killing. Okay, and the voice I want to use, I wonder where all my other voices have gone. Oh yeah, I've got Mike and Crystal. These are, I think these are human voices. Let's try this.
Guns at the ready. Let's do some killing.
Okay, it's not very, let's try Mike.
Guns at the ready. Let's do some killing.
Okay, it's not the same.
Guns at the
as-
ready.
It's not the same as, you know, but yeah, there you go. So, vocalizer, expressive, Serena.
Guns at the ready. Let's do some killing.
So this for me is the most acceptable one, so we'll just wait until speech completes before continuing the command. So we don't want to do that, we just want to get on with it. So let's try that command. I'm going to put them in first. Okay. Guns ready.
Guns at the ready. Let's do some killing.
Exceeded.
Let's do some killing.
Oh, see, now that overrode the power plant exceeded message. You can get rid of that if you want to in the options of Elite. Guns at the ready. Sorry, guns ready. Guns ready.
Guns at the ready.
Power
Let's
plant
do some
capacity
killing.
Exceeded.
So, yeah. Let's set up another one. So, new command, and I'm going to say put the guns away, and the key press again is U, and other sounds, say something with text to speech. I was going to say something about peace there, but I forgot what it was. Put the guns away. Time to chill. With a full stop so that it sounds... Okay, let's try that. Guns ready.
Guns at the ready.
Power
Let's
plant
do some
capacity
killing.
Exceeded.
Put the guns away.
Time to chill.
So you can make your own, really. That seems really weird. And you can set it up to just do stupid stuff, like ask questions. What is a black hole? And then... Please forgive me for this. Now, you can't... I couldn't do this if it was a man speaking. Wouldn't you like to know? Okay, so again, it's just going to do it. So you're just roaming around the galaxy, and maybe you've come across a black hole, and you just say, "What is a black hole?"
Wouldn't you like to know?
So I mean, you could set up a proper explanation if you want. You could go to Wikipedia. Let's pop into Chrome and see what we got here. What is this junk? Alright, so let's go to Wikipedia, and we'll go to black holes. I don't really want to, you don't really want to bore people with, or bore yourself even. So let's just grab this text here, and pop back into here, and there it is. What is a black hole? And we'll go into this and we'll edit, and we'll just paste that in. Now let's just make sure I haven't got any weird... It's just gonna get rid of this rubbish. And I'm going to add the full stop on the end. And that is basically it. Now you've just got something that's informative. What is a
A
black
black
hole?
hole is a region of space-time exhibiting such strong gravitational effects that nothing, including particles and electromagnetic radiation such as light, can escape from inside it.
Okay. So basically, as long as you know what your keys are, or what you know. Oh, another thing we can do. You can pretty much set anything up. Now I can set this thing up
Power plant
to.
capacity exceeded.
I can set this thing up to fire, and I can have it fire for a second, like this, or I can have it fire for longer. I can say fire for 5 seconds. I can set up 2 commands where it'll just keep firing until I tell it to stop. So let's set those up. I'll tell it open fire, and I'll tell it cease fire. So let's set up open fire and cease fire. These are commands I don't use because obviously you want to do it manually, but again, it's to show you how it can be done. So what's the first thing you need before you tell it to open fire? You need power to weapons. Okay, now whether you've got power to shields or engines, I don't know. You could define that first by setting up a command that says weapon priority engines, which will make it go there like that. Or you can say, well, I won't issue the open fire command until I've got my pips right manually. Now firing for me is the joystick button, and I don't have anything else set up for that, I don't believe. And as far as I'm aware, I don't think, if I want to set up open fire, I'm not sure whether it can emulate a mouse, but I'm not sure whether it can do a joystick. It's all mouse related, that one. So let's try other. Let's try advanced. I don't think it's going to do it. It's not a key press, so it'll only do keys, mouse, and then this other stuff here. I don't know what quick input is. This allows you to specify text to type out in your application. Okay, so basically you can just reply to somebody in a chat message by just saying hi. You can say the word hi and it'll type in hello commander. Save you typing it out. So that's that. Windows. Perform a window function. No. You can even switch to a different profile. So you can actually, I can be in Verity and say the word midnight, and then it'll just switch to that profile. Now we've got enable joystick, but that really doesn't do what we want. So what we're going to have to do is go into the options and the controls, and I'm going to need a spare key. Have I come down too far? I believe I have. Okay. Mouse 1. I didn't know I had that set up. Okay. Well, that's just a mouse click, but it's holding the mouse button down. I don't know if it will do that. Indeed. Can it hold down a mouse click? I really don't know. Let's have a look. Left button down. Yeah, it will. So we'll do left button down, and it will do it on the open fire. Okay, and holding it down means it's just going to keep holding it down until you tell it otherwise. So holding the left mouse button down is what it's going to do. So make sure that you're doing it only when you need it, because if you're doing it in the starport, it's going to keep that mouse button held down and you're going to be all over the place. So you might want it to, well, you don't need it to acknowledge it's done it because the lasers are going to be firing. But when you do ceasefire, well, the lasers are going to stop firing, obviously. But you want to be sure that when you're in a starport, if you say that word, open fire, that it's, you don't know whether the mouse is pressed down, because maybe your mouse is on a menu somewhere, you don't know whether it's held down. Anyway, so we need left button up or something like that, or release. Left button down, release back button, release left button. There we go. And I would like to have an acknowledgement there, just for my own peace of mind. Ooh. I was nearly going to use the midnight thing, but of course I'm not using that right now. Okay, let's try. So I've got Pipster weapons, and let's see if this works. Open fire. And it's just going to keep doing that until I say otherwise.
Acknowledged.
Cease fire.
Acknowledged.
So you can actually control the weapons yourself, you know, if you really wanted to. But then you're going to be constantly saying open fire, cease fire, open fire, cease fire, open fire. But then you just, I mean, if you really don't, if you have
Acknowledged.
ceasefire,
Acknowledged.
if you have maybe some RSI in your finger because you've been just doing too much combat, you can use a voice command and you don't have to put any more strain on your fingers. You know, there's all sorts. Now, let's have a look at, where is it?
Power plant capacity exceeded.
I have to be very careful here. I'm going to kill my engine so I don't get too close. Now, kill warrant scan. Yee. Now, on my Verity profile, the way I have the kill warrant scanner working is when I ask it to do a kill scan, it presses the spacebar because it's my secondary fire, and it holds it down. Now obviously it's not going to work because I've got nothing to kill scan, and it holds it down, and it holds it down indefinitely until I say stop scan, because I might lose the target and I might have to reacquire the target, and then, you know, the kill warrant scanner just carries on from where it left off at. He might chaff, and again I've just got to keep focused on him. So if you knew you were going to get a full kill warrant scan straight away with no problems, you could effectively tell it just to press the key for 10 seconds. So where am I? I'm in LTT 3752. We can put this to the test. Now it takes 10 seconds to do a full kill warrant scan. So I'm going to set up a new command here. Kill scan. One word. And what it has to do is it has to, you see the default here is press and release the keys. So you can do that and hold it down for 11 seconds, say 11. Or you can just have press key and then a pause for 10 seconds or 11 seconds, and then release key. So you'd have 3 separate commands. So let's just set this up for 11 seconds. So it's just going to basically hold the space key. Of course, you can press clear here and it will clear everything away. So space. Okay, so it's going to press the space key for 11 seconds. And that's your kill warrant scan. But you have to be focused on the ship all the time. And the thing is, when you do that command, you cannot well, yeah, you can. I was going to say you can't stop it for the next 11 seconds. But I think you can, because allow other commands to be processed while this one is running. Now, what if I set up a separate command, which is stop scan, which is release the spacebar? Yeah, let's try it. That's in case I lose the target and I want to do another one. So let's do another command, stop scan. And the key press for that is going to be spacebar, but it's going to be the release the key. So it's going to release the spacebar. Now again, I don't know whether that's going to work. Stop scan and kill scan. There's no ships in the area here. There is a way to do this though. And that's to set up a new fire group and have one pulse laser there and one pulse laser there. Alright. So, my spacebar now is my kill scanner. Kill scan. Kill scan. Is it switched off? It is. Doesn't help. Kill scan. Now that's effectively doing what my kill scanner would be doing. Stop scan. Nice. Alright. And as you can see, with this vulture the laser goes on forever. So let's pop into a
Cannot
res.
comply. Frameshift drive charging.
Oh.
Ready to engage. 3, 2, 1.
See, there you go. You
Engage.
can just add incidental speech in there. So I made a mistake. And if you want to have that AI kind of feeling, let me just slow the ship down. You can always add in something like, I'm sorry, so sorry, or sorry. And you can do now you can set up random commands. You can, I don't know how to do it though, maybe I'll figure that out and do that in another video, but you can set up you can have it. No, I'm going to change that, that's ridiculous. You can have it so that you can have different responses, and it'll like 5 different responses to sorry, or you know, deploy weapons. You can have 5 different speech responses and then have it randomly pick one. So you can do that as well. Sorry, sorry, so sorry. Okay, what happened there? Unrecognized sorry. Did I not do it properly? Yeah, I didn't do it properly. You know what? I'm sorry, or semicolon. Sorry, semicolon, so sorry. So you got 3 different alternatives there, using commas for some reason.
That's fine, Commander.
I'm sorry. Yeah, very devoid of emotion there. So we've only got a few commands set up. Oh, I want to try one out before we get in. Hand me over to Verity. And what this is going to do is switch to another profile. And it's Verity. And I want a sound so I put goodbye from me, Commander. Oh, actually, something quick. Catch you next time. Or whatever you want to put. So let's test this out right now.
Acknowledge catch you next
Hand
time.
me over to Verity.
Acknowledge catch you next time.
So it's completely switched. So let's go back here where we've got the kill scan set up. Alright. So we'll pop in. I've got power to weapons. I don't know how this is gonna go. But it's gonna be fun. I'm sure. For the first time, I'm gonna have the ship do the firing and take control of the firing instead of me. And the kill scan, if I can remember how to do it. So it's open fire and ceasefire, isn't it? And then it's kill scan and stop scan. Okay. Kind of nervous actually, because I have not particularly set up some of these commands before, but hey. And I don't have engine priority or anything like that on here, so.
Power plant capacity exceeded.
Did I set one up for that? Yeah, I did. Didn't I? I said guns out or something like that. Guns ready or something. I can't remember. So I could have used that one. Okay, so I'm not intending to kill this guy, but kill scan. Now that will do it for 11 seconds, but if I lose focus, I'm going to run out of time, you see? There you go, it's run out. Kill scan. Now it won't do it because it's still got the space bar pressed down.
Detected.
Stop scan. Kill scan. See, it wouldn't do it again because it should have done though, because it only holds it down for 11 seconds. I don't even know whether I got the scan. Kill scan. I want to try and make sure I get the scan first. Okay, great. Open fire. Now I'm just going to control the ship here.
Target shields offline.
Acknowledged.
Ceasefire.
Target destroyed.
Now another thing I have in my Verity profile is targeting the power plant. Now I've been asked about this one, but now the thing is it's different on other ships. Let me just find a ship. Some ships, when you target the power plant, it's 5 or 6 clicks to the left. And other ships, it's different, so you have to maneuver around. Now I've got my square bracket keys. Let me just go to this guy who's mining. I think that might be the better solution, as long as he's not moving around and I don't kill myself. Oh, I'm going to need the hard points out, aren't I? So, okay. He's round the back here. He's decided to have a little shift. Okay. So, once I've targeted the guy, on my square bracket key, is it? No, it's not. No, okay. It's on my... Don't worry. I don't even have to think about this when I'm in combat. It's on my greater than, less than keys. So my comma and full stop. It's not on those either. Why isn't it? I was right the first time. It's on my square bracket keys. Okay, so as you can see, I can go up and down, up and down, up and down. So I've got previous and next systems. So let me just untarget and retarget. So if I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's 6. But if it ends up there, I've got to be able to tell it back 1 and forward 1 and stuff like that in order to target the power plant. And of course, when it targets the power plant, it assumes you already have a target. So I'm going to set up 2 commands here if I don't get hit by an asteroid. And the first one is going to be target ship, which I simply have set to my backspace command key, backspace key. And my next one is going to say target power plant. Let me put that in one word and do another one just in case I say it in a different way. Oh, planet, yeah. I'll say that in, yeah, that is a different way to say it. So the key press is my left bracket key, which is my previous subsystem in my controls. And I want to do 6 of those, and I don't want to hold it for 11 seconds. So I'm just going to put 0.0. Let me just... I think I can do it really quickly actually. 0.03 might be quicker, so I'll set that up. And then I need 6 of those. So I need... Now this is the thing I don't like about this. You've got... The underline tells you where you can use a shortcut key instead. So you would assume here Control E or Alt E or something would do that. But the L under duplicate just doesn't work. Maybe easier to copy and paste. 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's 6. Now, what if it doesn't nail the power plant? What if it doesn't do it? You need to tell it to go back 1 or forward 1. So we need to say back 1, which would be a key press of going back, and forward 1, which would be a key press of the other bracket key to go forward. So now we can target subsystems with complete accuracy, as long as we kind of know where we are. So target ship, target power plant. Boom, straight away, because we know that it was 6. While we're there, if it ended up being there, I could say forward 1, and now I'm there. Back 1, forward 1, back 1. And if I lose the target and reacquire the target, target ship, target power plant. Okay, so that's how that's done. I can't really think of anything else to do. You could have a speech acknowledgement there saying, acknowledged or affirmative, but I'm guessing you already know how to set that up. Boost. Yeah, I've already got that set up from previous. I tell you what, if I set up enough commands, you won't need me as a pilot. what? Boost. And you can also set words like 50% or full power, or, you know, get me out of here, which is, you can just tell it to boost and then wait a few seconds and then boost again and then boost again, and you could call that command escape mass lock or something like that. Right, let's try going back to Old Faithful. Hand me over to Verity. You see, that's because I didn't leave enough gap after my sentence.
Acknowledge. Catch you next time.
Hand me over to Verity.
Hello.
Hello, Verity. Engine priority.
Acknowledged.
Flight assist off.
Boost turn.
Flight assist on.
And now you get to see how that kind of works in a combat scenario. I'm not in combat, obviously, but I am in a tricky asteroid field where these kind of things matter. So,
Targeting. Locking
Target.
on to target.
target. Whoa.
Acknowledged.
Flight assist off.
Boost turn.
Flight assist on.
Okay, well he's clean anyway, so... But don't worry about me just piloting like a crazy guy. I'm just trying to show you these voice commands. Now what I'm going to do is try and get all these ships on my... anything that I haven't got scanned, I want scanning. Okay, and now I can just, with my joystick hat button, I just whip through and I can see who's where at a glance. Believe it or not, I'm sorry. Wow, they didn't even affect me. Didn't even touch my shields. I got no pips to systems, and that wasn't intentional. Let's find somebody to take out. Vera Crumb, my god. That takes the biscuit. Okay, we need ships.
Locking on to target.
Target. Oh, it's Vera Crumb again, isn't it? Of course it is. I've got visual, but it hasn't quite clicked on my scanner yet. Target. No, that's not going to work. I'm trying to follow the bloody paper
Targeting.
trail here. Target. Target. Kill scan. Kill scan. Oh, it's out of range. Damn it. Stop scan. See, it's constantly pressing the kill scan button.
Acknowledged.
Stop scan.
Engaged.
Assault mode.
Target shields offline.
Target power plant. Now it's not there, you see. So I don't know which way to go, to be honest. Forward one. Forward one. Forward one. Forward one. I don't know which way to go. If I'm honest, let me have a look. Ah, so it was forward. Yeah, so the power plant must have been... The power plant must have been... Where was the power plant then? Let's just get this ship on here and retarget it. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Target shields
You just done. You
online.
just chaffed. Oh,
Target shields
yeah, it did. It
offline.
just chaffed. I need to readjust my
Target
command there.
destroyed.
So I'm going to do that right now. So I need to find my chaff command. It could be anywhere. So I'm just going to look down here. And it's this one. Key bindings. That's what it does. It presses the numpad 0 key, which is it correct. But this is the problem. When I actually no, it doesn't execute this command unless I say deploy chaff, drop chaff, or launch chaff. Somewhere it's doing it with just the one word though. Why are there 3 separate commands for each one? Does it need to be? Let me try this out. Chaff. Oh, so it doesn't work. So something I said made it think I said load chaff or deploy chaff or something. Left panel. Oh, really? So if I fire on this, look how it's deteriorating the hull. You see, look. If I fire on that, will it blow up then? I mean, as opposed to the fabrics, will it do it in a different way? I don't really know. I don't really care. Well, it did blow up. So I hope this has helped you somewhat with voice attack. It's definitely worth buying. You know, for what it is, I would definitely
Scan detected.
give this one a shot. Kill scan. So let's take this guy down and then we'll head back with a few more voice
Acknowledged.
commands. Stop scan. Left panel.
Afterburners engaged.
Nice. Boost. Weapon priority. Now that just gives me another pip to engines. So if he starts firing on me, I might start to protect my shields and stuff.
Target shields offline.
Target power plant. Back one. Now the power plant's not there. As you can see, it's not even going down. So I want to kind of bring myself up so I can target it. Yeah, I know my lasers are running out, but I'm going to let it recharge a little. Okay, so his engines are about to cut out. I'm gaining on him now. His engines are down. So I'm just going to get underneath his belly. And just... I don't need to be targeting the power plant, to be honest, but hey. Okay, so let's head back.
Stowing weapons.
Retract weapons. Left panel. Come, I have to do this manual.
Afterburners engaged.
Boost. Now I'm going to keep boosting. Yeah, I've also got different engine powers.
25% engaged.
25%.
Maximum drive.
Full
Diverting
power.
power to requested system.
Power to engines.
Afterburners.
Boost.
Super
Brake
Cruise
shift
Drive
drive charging.
engaging.
Super Cruise.
4, 3, 2.
Now I can take off
One.
the Elite voice if I
Engage.
wanted to, by just disabling that sound in the options. Haven't done so yet, but you know, you can do that. So I hope this has helped you out, and again I would say buy Voice Attack. It's brilliant. You can set up your own stuff for any game. You know, you're not limited to Elite Dangerous. You can do it in any game. You can even set it in Windows, you know, using the mouse positioning. You can tell it to open the start button and launch programs like, you know, the calculator and MS Paint. Does that even still exist? You can tell it to launch Photoshop and all sorts of stuff, you know, and just tell it to do whatever you want. It's just voice command for your PC, but it works in all the games, and it's great in Elite Dangerous. I find it super handy in combat because it takes a load off my mind. It's a lot less fiddly in combat.
Afterburners maxing
So
engines.
let's get within, let's just boost. And what do we get? Request docking
Stop
permission.
all thrusters.
Stop engines. Okay, and I stop engines because now I'm going to come in boost. Just do it. I had to do that manually because by the time I got round to boosting again, it would have been too close to the station. This vulture stops so quickly, which is so you can boost from quite a fair distance in. Okay, so now we've got our launch pad. I've got visual on the
Deploying
launch
landing
pad,
gear.
so deploy landing gear,
Landing gear deployed.
Lights on.
and I can even say lights on.
Docking successful.
Just bring her in.
Engines disengaged.
Lights off.
Lights off. And you can tell it things like go into the hangar, or you know, go to outfitting, or you can even tell it to go to the bulletin board if you can get all the timings of the keys right. So I hope this has helped in some way, and again, I would definitely recommend this program without a doubt. It doesn't seem to have a link to their website here, so I don't know what it is, but again, just Google. It's probably voiceattack.com or something like that. So that's it. That's this video done, and try it out. Let me know. And if you need to know anything more about this that you don't know, leave a message and I'll do my best to sort you out. Bye bye.